U-375 plows ahead into the rising sun in an attempt to maneuver in front of this convoy and possibly engage. Thus far, the convoy's escorts have been keeping us at bay, and with daytime arriving, it's looking less and less likely that we will get into a good attack position. Despite this, we push on, making 13 knots at full speed on just one diesel engine while the batteries recharge. Much of the crew, and myself included, are now getting some much needed rest after a very stressful night. After a few hours of running on a heading of 080, we have found nothing. Frequent hydrophone checks revealed not a sound either. The Tommy warship did its job, keeping us at bay while the prized merchant ship slipped away. Now U-375 will turn back to the south and continue to patrol grid CJ-75. As we cruised to the south, a pair of interesting radio messages came in. The first one was from U-177. It read as follows: sank single British troop ship near Nova Scotia, 6,796 GRT. As survivors, appeared to be Italian, more than 700 interned. Request further actions. About an hour later, another radio message came in from BDU informing U-177 of what to do. We do not want repeat story with Laconia. Continue patrol, do not rescue survivors. We will notify Portuguese, they will decide the question of saving. As I put the radio message down, I heard the scream from the bridge. Two Catalinas screamed in as our boat plunged down. A series of depth charges were dropped. None were too close.
Kontakt, Kriegsschiff, kommt näher auf 7-4, große Entfernung.
Sound contact, multiple ships some distance out. Our hydrophone operator thinks there are multiple warships and potentially one merchant ship. That's enough for me. We will pursue. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back aboard the bridge of U-375 as we continue our 6th patrol in the Mediterranean. We are in pursuit of what seems to be one merchant ship escorted by 2 or 3 warships. It is a very dark night tonight, no moon as it is overcast. We have sailed right into this storm here, it would seem, but that is not going to deter us just yet. Let's get a weather report. I need the navigator on station. Weather report, please. Wind speed is 7 meters per second, direction 232. Heavy clouds, no rain, moderate visibility. Okay, that is fine for now. We are currently making 16 knots. We should be outrunning them. The hydrophone operator did say this contact was not moving too quickly if we move up. Warship medium speed. So I take it they're probably going 10, 12 knots. There was a warship moving fast and closing off to 074 degrees, which certainly would have been problematic. Or, well, can be problematic. I have a feeling they're probably just doing an ASW search. They were quite some distance away. We picked them up way back here. What, how many kilometers out was this? Around 20 kilometers away. I do believe they are heading east at this point, so we should be 17 kilometers away from their position. My goal is to get in front of them and into firing position before the sun rises. At our current speed, we should be at this point about an hour and a half, which works for me. Now, we have noticed a trend this patrol that our radar warning receiver is not working like it should. So that is a concern. I do want to try to stay out of radar range if at all possible. These waves should help conceal our boat as it is pretty choppy. That being said, I'm not going to bank on it. We have been getting picked up by radar relatively easily without any warning, it would seem. So I'm trying to be proactive. We are taking the long way. We are going to be patient. Hopefully we will be able to outrun these guys. Let's see, let's take a look here. Kilometers per hour. If they are moving 11 knots in 2 hours, they will move 40 kilometers. So at this point where I pick them up, approximately 40 kilometers in 2 hours, they will be here. So let's drag this out even more. In 2 hours, we will be right there. Okay, I kind of like that. We can run at flank speed for a little bit here. I'll head flank. Squeeze out an extra couple of knots. Try to cut that down. And hopefully this works. It is 6:38 in the morning. We are going to dive down to 25 meters, please. We are going to do a quick hydrophone check. We are on our northern leg here, and unfortunately, I accidentally clicked this button, cleared all of our scratches, which isn't great. So I am really just guessing at this point, but hopefully, our hydrophone operator will pick them up. Let's see what's loaded. 2 G7, actually these are T3s. Yep, we have all G7E torpedoes. 2 T3s, 2 T2s. Good to know. Okay, dropping down, all stop. All stop. And let's listen. They should be off to 310, 280. This arc here. If all went to plan. It is possible they did change course. I did risk it to just kind of run out ahead because I am worried about daytime arriving. There they are. 300. Turn up the volume. That's clear. They are moving fast. 300, 290. Want to rock with 300 at the moment. But we still have some distance to cover. They sound kind of far, admittedly. Just not fantastic. Keep this lined up. We are going to have to surface. I want to see if my hydrophone operator will make contact. They're off in that direction. So we're doing okay. I do want to rush out ahead again. We are now going to surface the boat and hopefully maneuver into position. We will do another hydrophone check in 30 or so minutes.
Auf Seerotiefe gehen.
Auf Tauchstationen!
We have made contact and they are closing. They're off to 272, which is just absolutely perfect for us. We are slowly going to change course and start moving towards them. I do want to raise the periscope to see if I can actually make these guys out here. Up scope. Let's see. Probably not. This will be an attack we make where it's actually relatively bright for once, so that's pleasant for all of you viewers, I'm sure. Like I said, the weather's still pretty poor, which is good for us. These choppy waves, the clouds. We're going to try to be very careful this time around. Downscope. We'll keep closing in. We're going to make the rest of the approach completely submerged. We're going to pop the scope up and take a look, see what we're working at. It is 8 o'clock in the morning now. It's been quite some time. And there we go, right off the bow. Oh, hello. That is a troop ship. Single stacker. Warship in the lead. Just one warship? There's something else back there. A big old troop ship. That is quite the catch. Let's see here. Single stacker, Canterbury. Only 2,000 tons. That's not as large as I was anticipating, but I do think that probably is her. Yeah, she isn't a big old troop ship. It's hard to make out at this point. Let's lock this in. Top speed 22 knots, length 100 meters. Let's see. I'm going to shoot a salvo. We'll see how close we can get in though. It's hard to make her out, but I do think this is accurate. It does look like her superstructure is elevated in the bow. I'm kind of seeing that out there. Yeah. Large passenger cargo. No, that's not her. Recliner. No. It could be something like this, though. I won't rule it out. Still just far. She's just way too far to actually make out at this point. That being said, only 2 warships here. That looks like a frigate. River class, most likely. There's another one back there, and that looks like another frigate. Okay, good to know. Down scope. We are losing hydrophone contact every once in a while, so I have been zigzagging about to reestablish hydrophone contact. Unfortunately, these hydrophones do have a blind spot directly in front of us, which in this scenario isn't too great. But we will work with what we've got. Probably going to be another hour or so before they arrive. It does seem like they are moving rather slow. We are maneuvering into position here. I do think we're going to be able to get nice and close, and that definitely is her, what I identified her as originally. The small one here, Canterbury troop ship. 1,000 meters long. Good to know. This warship is pretty far behind. We have a clean shot here. We are going to continue to close on in. I would like to attempt to get the speed of this warship in the lead, although it does look like she is turning towards us right now. Rig for silent running. Want to avoid that. Okay, down scope. We'll continue to close here. It is time to get our friend's speed here. We are going to also reduce speed down to 2 knots. Up scope. I went ahead and also established the target's course. If we bring up our attack disc here, they are on a heading of 05 or 078 degrees. Set that like so. And now we look at you. What is your angle on bow now? 45 degrees to starboard at the moment. So set that as such. Set. There we go. Locked in. Good. Down scope. Reduce it. Drop that down a little bit. We are going to wait for them to cross the 0 degree wire here. And then we are going to turn hard and get ready to set up that 90 degree AOB shot. Both warships seem unaware to our presence. This guy's just zigzagging. We are maneuvering behind them now. Time to check again. Let's take a look. They should be pretty much in position to time. Yeah, look at that. Pretty darn close. That's what I like to see. Target length is 100 meters, so it's going to be right down the middle here. Get ready to begin timing here. And once mark, there we go. We are going to shoot a salvo. Tubes 1 and 4. No, 2 and 3. Let's shoot. I don't want to shoot 2 and 3 either. 1 and 3. I want to shoot 1 T2 and 1 T3. So that is perfect. Draft is going to be... Draft's only 3.9. 5 meters. Magnetic pistol. Speed slow because these are G7E torpedoes. Range is probably pretty far out there at the moment. Okay, let's watch this. Make sure we stop the timer once we hit the stern. She is not moving very quickly. And mark. Okay, 36. We're going to bring 36 all the way over to 100. Right there, she is moving 5.5 knots. Yeah, make sure I got this right. Yeah, it's looking like 5.5. I'm sorry, 5.5. Hard to starboard. Okay, 5.5. Lock that in. Set. Turn hard to starboard. Angle on bow is going to rapidly adjust. Let's check this. Wind speed 7. Our depth needs to be 2.4 at least, so we are firing below that. 5 meters, 3.9. Let's bring it. Yeah, 5 should be good. Let's bring up the attack disc. And rudder amidships. Good. Seven. Angle on bow 60 at the moment. Set. Be firing right about here. You know what? At an 80-degree AOB, we're going to come right just a little bit more, I think. It is time to get our last little bits of information and prepare to fire. We are going to be firing at quite a distance here. Let's take a look at her. Okay, lock on to our friend. Let's check angle on bow. Targets course 077, set angle on bow, currently 070 degrees. Okay, set. Range to target. Let's do it this way here. And mark. Okay. 2 kilometers. Also wide this reset. 070 set. Gyro angle will be at 0 degrees right here. That is when we will fire. Open tubes 2 and 3. We are just waiting for this ship to cross right in front of us here. Getting close. Tube 1 is set. Quickly double checking everything, looking good. We're going to aim for right about there. Bow's about to cross. Looking good. Tube 1, los. Tube 3, los.
Alles im Wasser.
One of our eels managed to hit the target. The other one prematurely detonated. We are already attempting to drop down. I want to go down to 100 meters, please. Let's increase our speed a little bit, and we are turning hard to starboard. We are being pinged. That's not great. Not good at all. And we got the report. She is going down. That ship is sinking. 2,000 tons sent down to the bottom. That was quite a successful attack despite the premature detonation. Okay, just passing 19 meters. We are going to have to drop a little faster than that. Drop a decoy here and cruise speed to standard. Let's get moving. Steady up on a heading 180. All ahead full, all ahead full. Yep. Okay, they got us, that's for sure. One decoy here. I may drop another one at 40 meters. Aztec stopped. Okay, it's fading. Okay, they reestablished. Okay, great. Keep turning. Passing 090, good.
Derzeitige Tiefe 7-0.
Passing 80. We are being pinged by two different ships here. Down to 160.
Neue Tiefe 164 Meter.
Oh, this is going to be pretty brutal, isn't it? Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down. We'll turn hard to starboard here soon if they continue to close in, which I anticipate they will.
Derzeitige Tiefe 110.
A warship's about to go right over the top. Deeper. Hard to starboard. All ahead flank. Let's get moving. No more Aztec, so that's a good sign. Let's listen. Are they dropping? This one, I think, off the 218 is on its attack run. Let's see if they roll charges on us. Going into our baffles. So far, nothing.
Derzeitige Tiefe 130. Derzeitige Tiefe 140.
No depth charges. Okay, slow down. Slow back down. Slow back down.
150. Derzeitige Fahrt 1 Knoten.
That unknown contact probably is. Okay, level out here.
Derzeitige Tiefe 160.
That unknown contact off the 080 is probably the freighter. That warship passed overhead, but did not drop.
Derzeitige Tiefe 170.
They actually did, in fact, drop. We're being rattled around a little bit. Let's reduce. All ahead flank, all ahead flank. Okay, was that it? Was that the whole pattern? I think it might have been. Oh, shoot. Damage report. Okay. The bridge was damaged. That scared the heck out of me. Let's come up just a little bit. I am worried about the integrity of our pressure hull at this point. Let's reduce speed again. That was a lot closer than I anticipated. Okay, we have another one close to us. Make sure our A-team's on the hydrophone. Indeed they are. I hear another one topside. After that last pattern, I have some good news. I think they are preoccupied with our decoy. They're both piddling around aft of us. We are continuing to lurk away at this depth. Well, folks, it did not take long for us to break contact. That one close depth charge pattern was all there was. After that, they just bombarded the heck out of that decoy. While we were being depth charged, we did pick something up off to 345 degrees. It sounds incredibly large, and we are absolutely going to pursue it. But that is going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.